Welcome to EngageDeis training. This video will teach you how to log your volunteer hours, which EngageDeis calls adding impacts. This video is brought to you by the Department of Community Service. For more information on EngageDeis or the Department of Community Service, go to brandeis.edu/communityservice. Once you are logged into your account, by clicking the profile icon on the top right of your screen, select the Add Impacts button from the drop-down menu. Any groups that you are a part of will populate under the My Groups tab under the search bar. If your group does not pop up, you may have to join that group. If this is the case, you can use the search bar to find your group. Let me show you an example. First, be sure to unselect the My Groups filter. Type in your group and hit Search. Once you find your group, you can add the impact directly from that page. However, most groups won't let you log your hours unless you're a member. So navigate to the groups page and be sure to hit the Join button. Once you've been approved to join the group, they should show up under the My Groups tab. Let's say we want to log 3 hours for an event with the Department of Community Service. I'll select that group, and it's going to ask me in this very first line what event or volunteer opportunity I attended. So if you use the drop-down menu, let's say I did an afternoon enrichment training project. So once I've selected the event that I attended, then I can fill out the impact form. The first thing it's going to ask you for is a verifier. Select the verifier. This is the person who verifies I was volunteering during this date and time. Your group should let you know who the designated verifier is for your group. It'll usually be the group name. For example, this one is afternoon enrichment. However, if you're unsure, you can always select a member of the board or group leaders who appear under the search tab. Notice that you can change the date of your volunteering. This is the way that you can backlog your hours. So if you know that this past summer you volunteered 50 hours in July, and did not log the hours in the old Sage system, you are able to input these dates here by selecting the calendar box. Please note, if you do backlog, the system will automatically populate the hours based on a 24-hour time cycle. For example, if I'm going to log hours from September 1st to September 23rd, it automatically populates under Impact and Time Measurement 528 hours. So I need to manually enter the 50 hours that I backlogged. Okay, since we're not backlogging hours and only logging hours for this event on the 23rd, we're going to leave the date alone. We're going to impact the amount of hours that we worked, 3 hours, under Impact Type and Measurement. We'll scroll down and answer additional questions. Be sure to check the Certification of Accuracy box. You're going to want to select a primary category of service using this drop-down menu. If you're unsure which category of service your service opportunity falls under, you can select that blue button and you can find all the breakdown of the categories for you. The secondary category service option is optional. You're also going to want to input your number of direct service hours and indirect service hours. Let's say we did 1 hour of direct service and 2 hours of indirect service. You're going to have to enter 0 for all of the numbers that do not apply to you. For example, we didn't do any community engaged learning and research hours, as this is an academic category, and we didn't do an academic project. Let's say we didn't do any reflection and it didn't take us any transportation hours to get there. You can also fill out a form here that provides feedback about your volunteer experience. Again, this is optional. Finally, the last form asks you to make your impacts private or public. Making your impact public allows anyone to see your service hours that you have logged. I'm going to keep mine public because I want them to show up on my service profile. Now I'm going to hit Add Impact. Now you've added your impact and you can see the details by scrolling below. Let's say you want to edit or delete an impact you've made because you made an error or logged the wrong day. In this case, you can go back to the My Activity tab up here at the top right-hand corner and select Impacts from the drop-down menu. This will take you to a list of previous impacts that you've made. So I'm going to delete the impact that I just made. I'm going to select this little blue arrow next to the pending button, and then I'm going to select Update. This will allow you to make any changes to your impact form. So I can go in and change the hours if I made an error, or I can write a review if I want to, and then select Update Impact. However, I'm going to delete this impact by selecting the Delete button in the right-hand corner. Now your activity is deleted. This is your impact profile. It shows you your impacts and the status of your verification. You can get here by going to the profile icon at the top right-hand screen and selecting My Activity next to it. If you select Impacts from the drop-down menu, this is how you get here. To get a more detailed breakdown, you can go to My Activity and then select Insights. This will show you all the trends of your service experience at Brandeis throughout the months, including numbers of hours per month, engagement per month, and your total number of hours. If you go to My Activity and then back to Impacts, you can also see the Print Summary button. This will create a PDF of catalog list of your service experience, which can be useful and helpful to provide for job interviewers, graduate schools, or just have access to your records yourself. Thank you for watching this video on how to log your impacts on EngageDeis. For more information and training on how to use EngageDeis, go to brandeis.edu/communityservice/EngageDeis.